Let's start with riffling the cards, okay? I'm going to pull out approximately one deck from the discard rack. The proper way to riffle cards is break the deck in half, try to get it as even as you possibly can. Tilt the deck corner to corner down here. Lay your hands gently on the cards. Use your thumbs to lift up on the corners and slowly let go so that they get interlaced. Okay, see how they're interlaced like that? Once they're interlaced like that, you're going to straighten them up. Use your fingers on this side and your thumb on this side with your pinkies on the edges to push those cards together. Pushing the cards together like this is called squaring them up. Okay, so this is squaring up the deck. All right, so again, separate, tilt corner to corner, lay your hands gently, lift up with your thumbs, let go, and square up your deck. Okay? Any questions?
Should I try this?
You want to try it? Go for it. Okay, tilt them so they go corner to corner. Corner to corner. Lift up with your thumbs, slowly let go, and then square it up. Very good. Very good. Perfect. So, when we're first learning, what we do is we take two decks of cards for the student, have them start with one, break the other one down into 4 equal piles, or close to equal, and as the student gets comfortable with the riffle of one deck, they're going to take one of these piles and add it to what they have. And when they get comfortable with that, they're going to add another pile.
This is our drill for shuffling cards?
This is a drill for shuffling cards because some casinos have double decks. So that's 2 decks, and you need to be able to shuffle 2 full decks together. So it might take a while for a student to get comfortable with it, but that's okay. We're in no hurry. We've got time. And once you're comfortable, you're going to have 2 full decks of cards, and you'll know how to riffle them together.
Wow, you're so good at shuffling.
Well, thank you. I've been doing this a long time.
I mean, this is from a Cosmo dealer.
I'm a Cosmo dealer now. When I started, I was, a rinky-dink break-in dealer. But, years of experience and paying my dues, and now I'm at the Cosmo because I can do that. So, that's the riffle.
I've actually never seen you shuffle, so this is like...
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm like, wow.
Yeah. So, that's 27 years right there, okay? When I first started in dealer school, I couldn't riffle, I couldn't pitch a card, I couldn't cut a check, I couldn't do any of it. I thought this is the wrong career for me, and I just stuck to it, and now.
I mean, when I walked in here and I started learning, it was the same thing. I couldn't even count.
And that happens with a lot of the students. A lot of the students get kind of discouraged in the beginning because they feel like, oh my gosh, it's just too much, I can't learn it all. But you can learn it. If I can learn it, anybody can learn it. Okay, so there's the riffle. So, put those over there, and let's talk about the value of the checks. So, at CEG Dealing School, we don't have actual value checks, obviously. They're all...
Really? I can't just rob the bank?
You can't rob the bank. Our money is fake. Our chips are fake. If you can see this, too. Let's see. Oh, that's...
I will admit, when I saw just wads of cash when I first walked in here, I thought it was real.
I know. It looks real. It looks very real.
Until you look closely and
then you see this, or somewhere on there it's going to say play money, right? It says it on the back. You've got Chinese characters on some of it. It does look real, but it doesn't feel real. So don't try and spend this because you're not going to be able to.
Here's a funny story. Actually, David told me this. Someone tried to pay us for a class with that money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, sounds like they went to another dealer school, got the fake money, and brought it over here to try and sign up for a class. I've actually had a player at work try and buy in with the fake cash. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And luckily, because I work here, I know immediately what I'm looking for, right? And I could tell right away that it wasn't real. And so I did what any good dealer should do: call your floor person over.
Floor, yeah.
Yep.
Like
Floor.
a floor fix it.
Yep. So, the standard in casinos are these three right here. Red chips are going to be $5 each. Green chips are going to be $25 each, and black chips are going to be $100 each. Okay, that is standard pretty much every casino in the United States. You might find a casino in some other country that's different, but the United States it's red, green, and black for $5, $25, and $100. Okay. Dollar chips are going to be white or a light blue or maybe pink or yellow, something like that. Every casino has their own color for, they decide the colors for the dollar chips. And anything over 100 is also going to vary casino to casino. A $500 chip is going to be some version of a blue or a purple or maybe a pink. Generally $1,000 chips are yellow. That's pretty standard, but you might find some place that has something different. $5,000 chips are going to be some kind of a brownish color, which is called chocolate, or maybe like a red, white, and blue. Those are called flags. So when you're starting in dealing school, you don't have to worry about the higher denominations because that's a high limit thing, and you don't have to, you're not going to be in high limit right away. So, but, and some casinos have $25,000 chips as well, and some casinos have $1 million chip, although I've never seen one. But
I heard the circular, like the highest denomination of circular check was 100,000, which was like the MGN mansion.
For circular,
Circular checks. I know
after
there's like the Baccarat
100,000,
ones. Yeah.
right? They're called plates.
Yeah, the plates.
They're like a rectangular, yeah, and they're very cool. I've never dealt with them because I've never worked somewhere that has those, but they're pretty cool. I've seen them. So, okay, let's see what else. We've done values. Okay, let's do a check cutting drill. So, when you are counting out the checks, it's called cutting. Okay? So, the way we do this is, here's a stack of 5. We're going to take a stack. We're going to use our finger and our pinky and our thumb to push it into the stack that's already there, and you're going to use your index finger to pull up and back what you don't need. That shows your floor person and surveillance that what you have there is the same stack. Okay, you have 5 here, 5 here, 5 here. Okay, and that's called cutting in. Slide and pull, slide and pull. Okay, that's used when you're making change, when you're counting down money, when you're coloring somebody up, and when you're paying. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and try that.
I mean, this is a little unfair. I practice this too much.
Yeah, you actually have practiced, you know how to do that. So, but that's very good. When you get to the last one, you still want to run your finger across the top of those 2 stacks to show the surveillance and your floor person that they're the same size. So even if you still have 5 in your hand, still run your finger across to prove that. Okay? So this is called